It's the morning of the 6th of April 2003, and two A-10 Thunderbolt II attack aircraft move through the skies over central Iraq west of Baghdad. Leading them is Lieutenant Colonel Raymond Donk T. Strasburger, Flight Lead, United States Air Force. The grey jets bank hard, engines howling, circling above a wall of sand. Then a frantic radio call cuts through the static. This is close air support at its most dangerous. American troops are pinned down at the edge of Baghdad under tank and artillery fire. Visibility is collapsing inside a sandstorm that grounds precision weapons and blinds pilots. And yet, two slow, heavily armed aircraft are about to dive straight into it. This is where the A-10 earns its reputation. Raymond Donk and Strasburger, Lieutenant Colonel. A 10 flight, a very Lieutenant Colonel. A U-10 F-light, a ridden pallet pilot, calm under pressure, responsible for bringing firepower exactly where friendly troops need it most. Today, he will fly blind into a city at war. GRED, BBYBOB, Thornton, Captain, a 10 wingman aggressive, precise, trusted, covering his lead and ready to take over the fight at a moment's notice. His job is to stay alive and kill anything threatening Americans on the ground. Joel Coatbaluk.
Raymond, this is Stinger 3-0. Target coordinates are X-ray Lima 974. Enemy forces are closing on the bridge.
First Lieutenant, now fighting on the ground, pinned down with Task Force 269 at Muthanna Bridge. He's the lifeline between air and earth.
7, be advised, we are taking heavy contact at the bridge. Need danger close CAS now. Grid reference 34 X-ray.
The call for help. The sandstorm swallows everything below. Roads vanish. Buildings dissolve into haze. Strasburger and Thornton circle high, searching for a break. They find none. Then the radio erupts.
If Iraqi forces cross the bridge, friendly troops will be overrun. Immediate air support required.
Below them, the 1st Hammurabi Republican Guard Armor Division hammers American positions. T-72 tanks fire across the Tigris. Artillery crashes into rubble and concrete. The Americans can't maneuver. They can't advance. They can barely return fire. Strasburger doesn't hesitate.
Ready? Yeah.
The A-10s roll inverted and plunge straight into the storm. Blind descent visibility collapses. The world turns brown and violent. Tracer fire snaps through the haze below. Iraqi infantry rises from cover, firing at muzzle flashes. Blotcher's voice shakes through the radio.
We can't hold them back. They're right on top of us. We need immediate support. Do you copy?
Then, buildings. Baghdad appears out of the storm. The A-10s level off low, racing above rooftops. The Tigris River emerges ahead, a dark ribbon cutting through chaos. They follow the river north. Structures blur past. The bridge looms somewhere ahead. Finding the target, Blotcher fights and talks at the same time.
Confirming bridge neutral, east side hot with armor and firing positions. West side clear.
Strasburger strains for visual contact. The storm eats the ground.
No joy on the target, heavy dust. I'm taking it left, heading 290.
Braking left. Wait contact. Target acquired at 11 o'clock.
Bolton peels away, giving space. The bridge snaps into view. Strasburger roars overhead, jet wash smashing into the battlefield. But the target disappears again. He needs a mark.
Releasing marker now. Smoke in the target area, bridge vicinity.
Iraqi guns open fire. He lines up again. Rocket pods selected. Then the sky erupts. 23mm anti-aircraft guns hammer upward. Long arcs of red tracers climb toward him. Rounds whip past the cockpit. Strasburger squeezes the trigger. Nothing. The rockets fail. The bridge rushes toward him. Tank silhouettes flicker through dust. With no time left, he punches flares. A blazing line of fire scatters across the riverbank. He yanks the jet right, skimming rooftops as tracers chase him out.
Warthog 1-1, I have visual on the tank at the bridge. Requesting clearance to engage. Over.
You're clear to engage. Copy. Clear to engage.
The gun speaks. Strasburger turns back in. Through the haze, tanks and APCs hammer the river crossing. A BMP charges the bridge. He centers the reticle. The GAU-8A Avenger comes alive. The sound is not a gunshot. It's a roar. 30mm rounds rip into the BMP, shredding steel and flesh. The vehicle collapses into fire.
I have tanks in the circle, Bob.
Warning lights explode across the cockpit. For a moment, Strasburger thinks he's been hit. He breaks away, checks the jet, engine steady, fuel intact, but the ballistic computer is dead. The HUD reticle is gone, out of time.
Bob, you're up.
D-Mob 7-2 and hot from the south.
Billy Bob takes the fight. D-Mob 7-2 in hot from the south. Thornton drops through the storm. The battlefield sharpens. A T-72 fills his sight. He fires. Armor-piercing rounds punch through the tank's roof. Fire blooms from the hatches. Strasburger still can't reboot his system, but he has an old-school sight and 3,900 rounds per minute. He fires blind through dust and tracers. The cannon hammers the earth.
Keep your nose on it. Bingo fuel.
D-Mob 7-2, lining up again. Copy, watch your fuel.
Thornton lines up another pass. Strasburger watches the gauges. They're approaching bingo fuel. He recalculates fast.
Fuel's getting tight.
Yeah, recalculating now.
Revise bingo down 500. Copy.
Thornton presses in again. Another T-72 explodes under the gun. Then something streaks upward. A man-pad missile flashes past his wing. Thornton brakes hard. He turns back. Supply trucks burn under his next burst. Flames climb into the storm. Breaking the enemy, Strasburger selects a Maverick missile. The camera struggles in the haze. Targets rush toward him. He locks a BMP and fires. The missile dives and detonates from above. Iraqi fire slackens. Tanks pull back. Infantry melts into buildings.
The enemy is retreating.
Relief lasts seconds. More tracers rise.
One more run, then we're out. Take those guns.
Silencing the guns, Thornton dives in the first AAA position. The gun disintegrates under cannon fire. Strasburger sees another firing.
D-Mob 7-1, in hot.
Coke, we're at bingo.
Copy. Second flight inbound. Drinks are on me.
Good luck down there.
The A-10s climb away after 40 minutes of continuous combat. Incident outcome. The engagement took place on April 6, 2003, near Muthanna Bridge in Baghdad during the opening weeks of the Iraq War. Task Force 269 suffered minimal casualties and no armored losses. Multiple Iraqi tanks, armored vehicles, supply trucks, and anti-aircraft positions were destroyed, halting the Republican Guard advance. Lieutenant Colonel Raymond, Donk, Strasburger and Captain Greg Billy Bob Thornton were awarded the Silver Star for gallantry. First Lieutenant John Coke Blocher received the Bronze Star and the Air Force Commendation Medal with Valor. The battle reinforced the A-10's unmatched role in close air support and shaped future urban CAS doctrine. Decades later, as drones and autonomous weapons take to the skies, the sound of the GAU-8 still echoes over modern battlefields.